Hey guys. Hey you guys, I'm back with a super important video. There's gonna be some background noise in this because it looks like somebody's literally moving in across the street. So whatever, let's get into it, you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite TV shows and movies that I like to watch during my winter depression. Could you imagine if this was sponsored by BetterHelp? Don't worry, it's not. I've got a handful of things on here and they are a mix of like feel good stuff and also not feel good stuff, if that makes sense, because I feel like sometimes when I'm in my winter slump I want to watch something that will bring up the energy on the inside, but then I also want something that's just gonna like, I want to watch something that feels like both me and the thing that I'm watching, like we're both going through it, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say shows like Game of Thrones, okay? I feel like that's a very wintry show, it's a great show, but I'm sorry, that takes all of my brain power, and I feel like in the winter time I can't do it. These are gonna be all over the place. I should have categorized them, but I didn't. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll cut it into categories. Maybe not, because I'm kind of lazy. My first one is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I am watching it for the first time right now, and I feel like one might think it's more of a fall show, but there's just something so like wintertime depression about it. I can't really explain it, but it like scratches that itch that my brain gets during this time of year. I think part of it is that like it takes place in California, and so it's a warm climate, but they all kind of dress like it's winter all the time, so there's just like this like weird dissonance happening when I'm watching it. They're like delivering a washer and dryer across the street, and somebody's getting a Christmas tree. I have really good timing. Buffy just has that depression with like a little bit of joy in it that makes me feel good. Like I just want to chill on my couch with some popcorn and like lock into Buffy. And I will say that I feel like some of these shows do help with the winter depression. Other shows on this list are more like if you just want to feel it, you know? Taking a sharp turn, no turn signal, is gonna be Mad Men. Mad Men is one of my favorite shows, and I feel like it is the perfect winter watch. It gets me in my feels. I can't really even explain it, what Mad Men does to my brain chemistry. I've literally talked about episodes of Mad Men in therapy. It's not brain heavy, it doesn't feel like I have to solve a puzzle watching it, but it's definitely more in the feelies. I hate that I just said that. I probably should have looped these two with Buffy, but I'm just gonna throw in Charmed and The Vampire Diaries. I feel like any CW show, I feel like all CW shows feel like winter depression shows, and I'm here for them, but during that time. Like I'm not really interested in watching The Vampire Diaries in the middle of summer when I'm watching a different summer depression show. I might make this like a seasonal thing, because as I was putting this list together, I was thinking to myself like, no, that's a good one, but that feels like springtime depression. Do you know what I mean? The next one's going to be Misery. Classic, Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates, I feel like, is my winter depression go-to North Star. I love her. The Stephen King world can kind of all maybe fit into winter time, but I feel like obviously, and specifically Misery, because it does take place during a blizzard or a snowstorm. Now I'm blanking on it, even though I've seen it 1,000 times. And it's like a horror film, but it's so campy and like cabin fever, and like when I watch Misery, I'm like, ooh, like, do I want to get off the couch? No, but like maybe we're doing some of these. Maybe we're moving the shoulders. Again, doing brave work on this channel. True Detective Season 1. Classic. Classic. This one, again, heavy, in the feels, sexy Matthew McConaughey. Chills. It gives me chills. And also one of the best theme songs. It was my #1 song on Spotify Wrapped this year. This, I feel like, is only on my list because I didn't watch it in October, so this is probably more in the like fall time, not depression, but just kind of like depression in that I want to watch it to kind of like get me out of it, you know, like inner child healing, watching things that I loved when I was a kid. So I have Twitches 1 and 2 on my list because those are some of the best Disney Channel original movies. Like, I'm not going to say High School Musical. High School Musical is probably the best movie of all time. That's a summertime movie. Fall, summer, depending on which movie we're watching. I don't know, they all feel like summer to me. Even though it takes place when they're in school. Twitches, Tia and Tamara. There's such like moody, good movies. You got songs by Ali and AJ in there. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm kind of blanking on it, but that is going to be my next watch for sure. Okay, another oldie, but a goodie, I think, in my memory, is Malcolm in the Middle. That's on my rewatch. After I finish Buffy, I'm going straight to Malcolm in the Middle because I feel like I've just been in the CW world a little too much, and I'm not sure if it's going well for me because I keep buying cheetah print things. And then to take a sharp turn from Malcolm in the Middle, Breaking Bad. Depending on the vibe I'm in, it could be either a winter or a summer depression show, you know? But none of, like, not the in-between seasons. Like, I feel like it's winter or summer. So do with that information what you will. This is such like a random movie on this list. Maybe I would disagree with it if I were to rewatch it right now. The 2012 LOL film starring Miley Cyrus. That movie is so bad, it's good. Maybe... Did you hear this? Moving on, because I lost my train of thought. I've got some British comedies over here. I got The In-Betweeners and Chewing Gum and Fleabag. Fleabag you can watch that in any season, in my opinion. Can you? Yeah, I feel like I want it more in the winter to spring. Maybe it's more of a spring depression show. Oh, Best in Show. Perfect winter movie. We got Jennifer Coolidge, we got Parker Posey, star-studded cast, comedic geniuses, and it takes place during the winter. I think. I might just be talking out of my ass. I think it is the winter though, or at least a portion of it is in the winter. Whatever. The Sopranos, classic. When I think of The Sopranos, even though it's a show that takes place across all seasons, I feel like when I think of it in my mind's eye, it's winter. Like we're in New Jersey, suburban New Jersey in the winter. We got fur, we got leather, all this heavy stuff. It feels like heavy makeup, dry, over-processed hair. Like it just feels like winter. The Nanny feels like winter. Black Swan. It's scary, but it's also like campy and sexy and like just so weird. Forget if I already said this, but The Comeback starring Lisa Kudrow. I think that's one of my favorite shows of all time. I could watch that in any season, I think, yeah. Mare of Easttown. That's a heavy one, but it's good. Oh my god, Kate Winslet, iconic, and she's got this like Delco accent. She talk, I can't do it. She like daughter. That's not how you do it. I'll probably cut that out. The Great British Bake Off. I'm just gonna end it right here because this might go on for like 6 hours if I don't shut my pie hole. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If there's anything that you guys really love to watch during your wintertime sadness, feel free to comment it below because I am always watching TV. I am trying to monetize my hobby, which is being depressed in the winter. So